another piece, and I think it's my first piece that's truly original, and that it's not a picture of Batman, Mickey Mouse, or Donald Duck, or anything like that. And it was almost pure expression art because I didn't think about it. It's and I got into that headspace, that realm where you just lose yourself and you almost go a little mentally challenged almost for a minute. You're airheaded, you're in this euphoric flow state, is what they call it. This is the first original flow state, and I didn't even know what I was gonna draw. I just started moving my hand, and then I noticed symbols coming out of nowhere, and then I would kind of put a little. I always create a bat symbol when I draw, so I almost don't even have to think about that. I just like put that on there. I didn't even like it. I thought it was a slop. I couldn't see what I saw. But then when I came back to it, I noticed a person and a face, and I sort of meant to do that. I sort of meant to put city music notes, but at the same time, that's just what first popped in my head. So I almost didn't even allow that to become a thought. As soon as it hit my brain, whatever, I don't really know. And how close I can come to not thinking and just doing, if that's even possible at all. Or if it's completely possible, and that's what we are doing the majority of the time, just acting and not thinking. Complicated, if you think about it. Sometimes it's crazy. Sometimes it's odd to even think about why we create art, why I create art. Sometimes, you don't have to do anything. Why do we do what we do? Well, a lot of people do things because we live in a capitalist world, and we seem to think that there's this goal, this end zone that we reach, and you just never reach it. And it's sort of the capitalist path, but which is fine. I'm not dogging it or praising it. I'm just talking about it. But I think a lot of us are programmed like that. I definitely am to some degree. I was born in 1985. So as much as I love the idea of doing art for the sake of art and being an artist, you had Batman coming out in 1989, the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles in 1990. That little moment in time was a huge moment for commercialism and programming children. I mean, I love Batman because I was 4, 5, 6, 7 when that symbol was everywhere, and it was attractive, and I was attracted to it. That's part why I love it. I also love it because I do love the art of it. But there's no denying, especially Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. That was, I love the fact that it was created by two men who weren't working for any comic book company. They were broke. They thought of this funny idea and it became something. But that's not why I got into it. When I was 4, 5, 6, I got into it because they were wacky, colorful characters, and these cartoons that they made were designed to sell toys. So that's a whole nother thing of, commercialism, propaganda, all of that, which is a part of art because it's a part of our world. Everything's just everything. Sometimes I wonder if I'm just maybe a negative product or just a product of very technical, precise commercialism of the last 20th century. I've always been able to see that. I'm not fully into it. I've always said keep one foot in the box and one foot outside of the box. Maybe when I was young, I was too out there and spaced out and ignorant to even let commercialism affect me that much. You're hanging out with beatniks and hipsters and queer kids and travel kids and barflies and punkers and whatever else you talk about, and you don't have a family, you just do that. Yeah, you talk about everything. Talk about everything everybody's talking about now. I'm not blown away that everything was a lie. I knew everything was a lie, and at the same time, everything's not a lie. Most things are perspective. Yeah, we grew up in this world, so we're going to be affected by the commercialism of that world, and it's going to shape us, but be aware of it. Be aware of it so you create and don't consume. So you're more of an artist than an entertainer, maybe, and you're more of an into the expression, and you're more into the substance of something than just the surface level excitement, instant gratification of what something can be. Our fake world.